The sound of the ocean hums softly beneath the gentle rumble of the ship. The warm, golden light of sunset spills across the deck, turning the sea to molten glass. Passengers mingle, glasses clink, and laughter drifts into the salty air. It's the kind of moment everyone dreams of an escape from reality. The promise of adventure, relaxation, and unforgettable memories. But beneath the gleaming surface of the perfect vacation, something else is quietly at work. A business model designed to empty your pockets at every turn. Cruising the way, it's marketed as an all-inclusive paradise on the water. But as anyone who's ever been on a ship knows, that glossy promise rarely matches the reality. What starts as a great deal often spirals into a bill that's far higher than expected. Add-on fees, hidden charges, and surprises that pop up just when you think you've got everything sorted can leave you wondering, where did all that money go? This isn't just about overpriced drinks or that $20 photo they try to sell you at the dinner table. It's about the small, subtle, and sometimes sneaky ways cruise lines extract extra cash from passengers. If you're not careful, those extras can add up to hundreds, even thousands, more than you anticipated. In the next hour, we'll take a closer look at the 13 most common ripoffs you're likely to encounter on your next cruise. You'll hear from seasoned cruisers, insiders, and experts who've seen it all land, most importantly. We'll arm you with the knowledge to avoid these costly traps and keep your cruise budget intact. It's the moment you've been waiting for. The ship is at the dock. The sun is beginning to set over the horizon, and you can feel the excitement building in the air. You and your friends are standing on the upper deck, watching the crowds below, chatting about where you'll go first, maybe the buffet or the spa. But before you step foot off the deck, you catch a glimpse of something unexpected. A little stand near the exit displaying brochures for shore excursions. The person at the booth smiles warmly and hands you a glossy pamphlet. The prices seem reasonable after all. The brochure claims you'll get a guided tour of the island, some exclusive access to local spots, maybe even a chance to snorkel or visit a private beach. It sounds tempting, doesn't it? That's exactly what they want you to feel. You'll book it, excited to experience something unique during your stop. What they won't tell you: the same tour can be booked for half the price if you book it directly with the local provider or through a third-party app. The cruise line, of course, takes a hefty cut from that package price. So, by the time you're handed a guidebook with a VIP pass, you've already overpaid by hundreds of dollars. Cruise lines know that most passengers take the time to shop around for a better price. The convenience of booking everything in one place makes it too easy to overlook the price difference. But there's a catch by booking directly with the cruise line. You're essentially paying for the convenience of not doing any extra legwork. It's that convenience that often comes with a hefty markup. Fast forward a few days. You've just enjoyed a lovely dinner at one of the ship's specialty restaurants. The food was excellent, the service impeccable, the atmosphere was perfect. But then, you check the bill. There's a service charge listed on top of the already high cost of your meal. It's called a gratuity, and it's applied to every service you receive on board. You might not even notice it at first, but by the end of your trip, these service charges can add up to hundreds of dollars, and they're usually non-negotiable. Most cruise lines apply these charges automatically to your onboard account. Even though the service has often been a mixed bag, sometimes it's worth it. Other times, you'll find that the tip you're repaying is simply padding the cruise line's profits. Sure, some cruise lines give you the option to remove or adjust these charges, but that's not always the case. And the extra charges often don't go to the staff who served you. They're simply a way for the cruise line to profit off your tipping habits. If you're not careful, what started as a reasonable meal can quickly turn into an unexpectedly expensive night out. As you walk through the corridors of the ship, the sound of your footsteps echoes against the polished floor. The ship is alive with activity, families heading to the theater, couples laughing in the lounge, and then you see it. A display of souvenirs, a beautiful necklace perhaps, or a stylish jacket emblazoned with the ship's logo. It's the perfect keepsake to remember the trip, a little piece of the luxury you've experienced. But before you reach for your wallet, remember one thing: the prices in the ship's shops are often inflated. A simple t-shirt might cost triple the price you'd pay for the same item back home. It's all part of the cruise experience, the temptation to indulge in the luxury of the ship's stores. What they don't tell you is that these items are often stocked in bulk and sold at marked-up prices because you restock on the ship, miles away from anywhere that might offer a better deal. Cruise lines know this, and they capitalize on it. After all, who is going to leave the ship and hunt down the same items in a local port town when you've already come this far? But perhaps the most frustrating ripoff lies in something seemingly innocent: your cabin. You're finally in your stateroom, a little worn out from the day's excitement. You step into the shower, and that's when you notice it. The shampoo bottle is about the size of a travel-size container. That's not all. It's probably the cheapest brand imaginable, and it's hardly enough for one good wash. Welcome to the world of basic cruise amenities. The cruise line charges you for everything they can, even the smallest conveniences. Want an extra pillow? That'll be a few bucks. Need an additional blanket? Another charge. How about an umbrella for when the rain starts to pour down during your shore excursion? You guessed it. And don't even think about the mini fridge you repaying for the privilege of not using it, with the items stocked inside costing more than their weight in gold. These small hidden charges can add up to a big chunk of change over the course of a week, and many passengers simply don't notice them until it's time to settle up. As the sun begins to set over the ship's bow, you think back to the beginning of your cruise. You had hoped this would be an escape, a time to relax, to leave behind the stress of work and life. Instead, you left staring at a bill that's far higher than you'd planned for, your excitement dampened by the hidden charges that seem to pop up at every turn. But it doesn't have to be this way. With a little knowledge, some careful planning, and the right strategy, you can dodge these ripoffs and truly enjoy your time on the water. The key is in the details, the things they don't tell you up front. The hidden fees, and the small tweaks that will help you save hundreds. And as the ship drifts toward another horizon with the sea as calm as glass, you realize the true secret to cruising isn't about the luxury. It's about being aware. It's about knowing what to look for and what to avoid, so that the trip you've dreamed of remains just that, a dream come true. The ocean stretches wide before you, and the sun slowly disappears beneath the waterline, painting the sky with colors you never thought possible. With the knowledge you've gained, your next cruise can be more than just an escape. It can be an adventure without the surprise costs, and that, in itself, is the true luxury. The sky is darkening. The ship cuts through the waves like a silver arrow, and as the night deepens, a hush falls over the passengers. Some retire to their cabins, others gather for a drink in the lounge. You're walking down a hallway lit with soft, warm light. You pause in front of the small the kind of place where soothing music drifts out the door, and the aroma of expensive oils wafts through the air. This is where the next ripoff lies in wait, wrapped in a veil of relaxation. You've seen the advertisements. Relaxing massage at $99. The price seems reasonable. You deserve it, don't you? A little indulgence on your vacation. But when you step inside, the reality of cruise ship spas quickly becomes apparent. The advertised price is rarely what you'll actually pay. That $99 massage, well, it's only for the shortest, most basic treatment. Want something longer, deeper? Suddenly, you're looking at a $200 plus price tag. Add to that the service charge, the wellness tax, and the luxury experience fee, and before you know it, you're sinking hundreds into what was supposed to be a relaxing escape. And don't get me started on the upsell. You think you're there for a simple facial or massage, but the therapist suggests you add an exfoliating treatment or a detox package. Suddenly, the quiet sanctuary has turned into a showroom for high-priced beauty products, and the only thing refreshed is your bank account. It's easy to see why so many passengers walk out of these sessions feeling more drained than relaxed, especially when the final bill lands with an audible thud in your inbox. You're back in the main dining room. The evening meal unfolds. The waitstaff is efficient. The food is as good as it can be, considering you're miles from any land. The atmosphere is elegant. For a moment, it almost feels like you're on a floating 5-star hotel. But then, there's the moment when the wine list is handed over, thick with foreign names and intricate descriptions. The wine looks perfect, a glass of red to pair with your steak. You scan the list, $25 per glass. For a glass, you might think to yourself, well, I'm on vacation, I might as well splurge. But that's the trap. When the server asks if you'd like to upgrade your wine pairing to something more premium, they're guiding you down a path that will quickly inflate your bill. What you may not know is that the wine prices on board can be up to 5 times what they would cost at a restaurant on land. And that's just for the bottle. If you're buying by the glass, it's even worse. What happens, though, is that the whole dining experience is tailored to upsell you. It's easy to get caught in the moment, especially when the staff is trained to suggest wine pairings. Or you re-offered specialty cocktails and limited-time offers that sound too good to pass up. And here's the kicker. If you choose to skip the fancy drinks and just ask for water, you might find that it's not exactly free either. Many cruises charge for bottled water or anything beyond tap water, which means even your most basic drink is hidden behind a subtle fee. It's 10:30 p.m. The lights in the casino flicker with electric energy as the clink of slot machines fills the air. The hum of excitement is contagious. You feel a pull, a curiosity, as you pass by a few roulette tables. What's a cruise without a little bit of gambling, right? The odds are against you, sure, but the potential win feels exhilarating. And after all, you're on vacation. What's the harm in a little fun? But then, you notice something odd. The minimum bet is way higher than it would be on land, and the slot machines. The payout percentages are lower than you'd expect. For every $10 you drop into a machine, only a small fraction of it actually makes its way back to the players. In fact, many cruise lines set their casinos up with payouts that are more favorable to the house than land-based casinos. It's all designed to keep the money flowing. And while you're there, a waitress approaches, offering you drinks, a mojito, a gin and tonic. The drinks come at no charge only. You've already started to notice the catch. These free drinks are often watered down. And they're coming with a price. You're expected to tip generously, or the drinks can be loaded onto your onboard account, subtly pushing the costs higher. By the time you step away from the table, the excitement of the game is going to end. So is a hefty chunk of your budget. The next day, you've explored a few ports, perhaps soaked in the sun, and now the ship is preparing for a full day of fun. You decide to check out one of the onboard activities, wine tasting class. Sounds like a perfect way to spend the afternoon, right? But once you arrive, you quickly realize the full extent of the ripoff. The class itself is free, but the wine. They'll ask you to upgrade to more exclusive, premium selections for a fee. If you want the full experience, you'll be shelling out more money to taste the top-shelf options. And here's the rub. This happens constantly across nearly every onboard activity. Trivia night, dance lessons, and fitness classes all come with a base price. But if you want to truly experience the activity, get the best seat. Enjoy the top-level class, or taste the finest wines, be prepared to pay an extra fee. The cruise line knows exactly how to create an experience that's so enticing, you'll be willing to pay just a little more for a premium version of what S already offered. What seemed like a free or low-cost experience can end up costing you a lot more than you anticipated. And then there's the Wi-Fi. A simple, almost invisible ripoff, but a big one nonetheless. When you're on a ship, you'll probably want to check in with family or share those stunning pictures of the sunset you just captured on your phone. But when you go to activate the Wi-Fi, it quickly becomes clear. It's expensive. And not just expensive, it's slow, unreliable, and often disconnected when you need it most. What's worse is that the cruise lines know this is a major pain point, but they don't care. You can exactly get off the ship and head to the nearest cafe to use free Wi-Fi when you're in the middle of the ocean. So, they charge you. A daily Wi-Fi package can cost anywhere from $15 to $40 or more, depending on the package you choose. And often, even after paying for the internet, it's barely good enough to send a message or post a photo. It's one of those quiet annoyances that can sneak up on you during your cruise, leaving you frustrated when the bill comes and you realize just how much you paid for an unreliable connection. As you sit in the lounge, the ship feels alive with energy. There's music in the air, laughter in the distance. But as you relax into the moment, the thought lingers. How did it all add up so quickly? How did the promise of an all-inclusive vacation turn into this hidden charges, unexpected costs, and fees lurking around every corner? But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be that way. Knowledge is power, and armed with the right information, you can avoid these rip-offs and truly enjoy your cruise without feeling like your wallet is being slowly drained. The ship sails on. The stars glitter above, and the gentle sound of the ocean rolls beneath you. You're no longer just a tourist now. You're a savvy traveler. You know how to navigate the system, how to avoid the hidden charges, and how to make the most of your experience without the stress of unexpected bills. As the horizon melts into the quiet of the night, you realize that the true value of your cruise isn't just in the ship or the destinations. It sits in the freedom to enjoy it without the weight of those hidden costs hanging over you. And with that knowledge in hand, your next cruise could truly be the dream vacation you always imagined it to be, without the rip-offs. A final thought. There's one last thing you should remember. Even the most seasoned travelers get caught off guard sometimes. The beauty of cruising lies in the experiences, the places you visit, and the people you meet. And in the end, it's not the money you spend that will matter, it's the memories you create. So take what you've learned, keep it close, and let the sea take you wherever it may. And as the ship sails quietly into the night, know that the adventure is yours to truly enjoy, free from the hidden costs. The ocean stretches out, vast and endless, and so does your journey.